All right, so with Mr. T, we're going to practice a little bit with some proper hellos. So I know he gets really excited for friends. Come on over, Ebba. You can stand right about over here, please. So when we're practicing, I would recommend to diffuse the situation, kind of like we had mentioned with Miss M earlier. And I know she says she's maybe a little tired, so sometimes she does a couple little woo-woos when she's getting towards the end of her day. So with Mr. T, step number one, just like we did with Miss M earlier, is how he's doing near or around the distraction. So if let's say he is really excited, he's barking and lunging and jumping, then I wouldn't get any closer, but instead do some find it's off in the distance. So the reason behind that is, let's say jumping gets you everything you wanted, then jumping might be the thing that we're by accident reinforcing. So again, we're going to feed for softness anytime we see it or get any great behavior. He says, my shoes smell amazing. I may have gotten peed on at one point or another. So even though I did just get new shoes, they have obviously been christened already. So let's say we're going to do a little approach towards Miss Ebba. Ready? We're going to get our puppy's attention on us. Oh, that's some nice stretching, sir. So a stretch is a very nice behavior. He's also sometimes doing some stretching can help him feel comfortable. Ready, Teddy? So remember, Ebba, mommy's going to keep his attention on me for a second. So let's say he gets very distracted by Ebba. We create distance. So we're not going to have him be up and about, going right on top of her. Hey, Hippo, can you be just a little calm for a second? So sometimes making cute little noises. He thinks you're singing sweet nothings to him, which is still nice. But we want him to be a little bit more attentive to Mama. So let's say, for example, we get a little closer. We might go right by the distraction and try again. So Ebba, you stay there, please, okay? So the point of sometimes having the puppy move, Ebba, you stay there, okay? So you're staying stationary. Mommy's going to move the puppy. So the reason we want to keep Ebba stationary is sometimes if, let's say, the puppy is getting too excited, we want to make sure that he has the chance to move around and not feel that the only option is being stationary and having a hard time. So right here, yes. I'm going to feed him for that lovely response where he walked on by Miss E, so my little one, Ebba. So we're going to go ahead. I'm going to grab some of the snacks he seems to like a little bit better. And then we're going to try a little bit where we might approach. And then we might get a little sit from the handsome guy if we can. If, let's say, he's too overwhelmed or too excited, don't worry about stationary. Well, hold on, Ebba. Mommy didn't say to go visit yet. So ready, Teddy, let's go. So we want to make sure that I know he's a little guy and we don't want him to get a little confused thinking jumping might be what you're looking for. If there are times where you want him to hop up into your lap, you may want to start putting some of those behaviors on a cue. Well, I know you would love him in your lap too, but sometimes he has to practice not always visiting the person by jumping. So I'm going to bring him a little bit closer, bring him with the food. So go ahead, Ebba, you can come say hello. So visit the little handsome guy. That's very nice. So beautiful. So right now what I'm doing is I'm feeding him throughout some of the little touch. Ready? And then we're going to go away. He's like, no, not yet. So the benefit of doing a short and sweet little engagement is that Mr. T is not getting so excited that he can't handle the situation. So Ebba, you stay there again. I'm going to come approach. Ready, Teddy? So we're going to bring him over. So remember, if your dog is an eager beaver versus a nervous Nellie, we're going to make sure that we are only really feeding. Ready, Teddy? Find it. For when he's feeling comfortable. If he's nervous, I don't want him to feel trapped. Ready? Where his only options are to feel overwhelmed as the person's coming closer. But now because there's food involved, he maybe is closer than he'd ever get had there been no food. So we want to make sure that if, let's say, he is finding it intriguing to go visit, dropped one, is that he gets then the pairing of the food with the hello. I know, he's like, I would love to wrestle with this little wild woman. So you ready? So I'm going to get Mr. T's attention. So go ahead, you can do a little hi. Nice. So right now I'm just feeding him throughout some of the patting. This doesn't mean that this is the only option. Can you just pat his little back? Nice. There we go. Beautiful. But we want him to think that sometimes engaging with a little one is not always jumping or mouthing. So this way, as I'm keeping involved with the snacks, well, we're not going to do this sitting on the lap right now. But let's say, for example, little ones equal a lot of excitement. We want him to start thinking littles could be, I can still focus on something else other than them. He's doing a good job. Ready, Teddy? Good job. So with Mr. T with proper hellos, remember that sometimes it could be allowing him the chance to become comfortable and not always have it be the engagement. So gauge your hellos based off of what your babe is saying for comfort range, because if hellos always equal go pummel the person or jump all over them, and then that's how they engage with the puppy is going to start to think that that might be, ready, the only option. Yeah, but he thinks you have snacks when you're holding the fluff. Ready, Teddy, find it. So no, he doesn't really shed. So that's from the flirt poll. Ebba was asking where some of the fluff had come from. So when it comes to Mr. T, ready, Teddy, find it, is let's say sometimes he's not able to go visit and he's getting frustrated or overwhelmed. Doing those find its might be another great option for Mr. T to do something other than what you were hoping. Ready, Teddy? So again, those little find its, great way to create movement behavior. And then we can go, Teddy, get his attention. Nice. Would you like to come visit one more time, Ebba? Do you want to say hello? There we go. Nice job. Good job. That's beautiful. Nice.
He's a baby.
Yeah, he's an adult. He just looks like a baby all the time. Teddy, that was beautiful. So again, ready? We'll give Mr. T, oh, good sneezes. We'll give Mr. T a little break, but that was a lovely little proper hello for him.